Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast on another match day watch long. We are now covering the Arsenal women against Reading, Rifle and Boreham Wood. WS got the last WSL game of the weekend. There's been a few games on already. Chelsea played Manchester United earlier and Chelsea won 1-0. They experienced some through. And now they've taken a lead in the title race there. Man City, I believe they're Man City. Man City was winning the last time I checked. Liverpool played Tottenham. Liverpool won 2-1. Shocker, Tottenham were crap this season. Back to normality after last year. And yeah, we are the final piece in the jigsaw of the weekend. And as I say, we're at home to Reading. A chance for us to get ourselves back in that top three. Hopefully, I don't know the results there for Man City, but yeah, keep ourselves in contention. Still with a game in hand after this to get ourselves back in the top three and keep ourselves in that title race talk for now. Just before we get going, here's the teams for tonight. One huge change. I never thought I'd actually see coming under Jonas, but ironically, when she started hitting form, she's been dropped. The irony, after a year of not being in form, he hits a bit of form, he drops her. Don't get it. We'll see how it plays out during the game. Zinsberg is in goal. Laura Wittmeier, Lottie Wibbemoy, Williamson as a partnership. Raphael is a fullback.
Don't wash the potato pot.
Right. Maritz, Leo Vorti, and Kim Little on the midfield three. Looks like it anyway. And then you got Manham, Katie McCabe, and Caitlin Ford as a forward threesome. And D'Angelo, McKersey, Beatty, Pelova, Cole, Gio, Hurling, and Blackstenius are on the bench. Should be a routine win for Stina. Well, if she was playing, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm banked up. The fact she started hitting form, is good form, by the way, and he's dropped her. I don't get it. I really don't. All year, for the last 12 months, she ain't been in form. She's got into the 11, hasn't been in form whatsoever. I've been saying, drop her. He doesn't drop her. She gets into form, good form, drops her. You couldn't make it up. You really couldn't. Oh, dear. But it is what it is. There is a poll in the chat, guys, by the way. Take part in that. It's basically real simple. Who do you think is going to win? Arsenal, Reading. No, I won't put no draws in it for this one. Because I can't be asked. But yeah, Arsenal are Reading to win. Up by Wood. Here we go. Man City. Where's Man City? Well, they won 2-1 against Brighton, of course they did. Leicester drew 0-0 against Everton. West Ham lost to Villa at home. What are the odds in that? A men's and a women's team at home to Villa. Oh dear, but this should be a routine win for our girls tonight. With all due respect to Reading, we're at home. We've got a far superior team. They're on a part-time budget, etc. They're trying to stay up and all that. So yeah, as I say, routine win. I'm gonna go for a 5-0 win. Even if staying on the bench, I'm gonna go for a 5-0 because we're that superior in our abilities. Comment from Twitch, are you going to a match? No, because if I do, I will lose the Twitch channel. I will lose my YouTube channel for copyright. So I can't. Obviously, if you're not living in the UK, if you're living in the UK, it's on Sky Sports. If you're not living in the UK, you have to find a stream on the internet that will show you the Sky Sports stream that way. You can listen to it on the FA player if you want to, but that's it. Listen on the FA player. You won't be able to watch it if it's on terrestrial TV. But yeah, what else to say now? About 5 minutes away from kickoff as well, and it looks like he's chucking it down. What I'm saying, Bournemouth's not North London. Well, not that part of North London anyway. We don't know where. I say that, but it's not. It's what it is. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, sorry about that. Just on the league tables, they're just showing the league table for Reading where they are and all that in the league. They are literally 3 points away from the bottom. They're full from bottom, but they're 3 points away from bottom. So this is they've got something to fight for. But again, it's one of them games I might have to write off because we are what we are. 3-0 top of the league. What you got there?
Food.
As I say that, girls are getting ready to come out. Well, the Reading players are ready on their side of things to come out.
I don't like it.
I will do actually, yeah. You just got a cold water, so you think you've got chocolate in
Right,
the bar.
oh, players. I can't stand golf. Here we go. The girls are coming out now. Got a little parade of mascots with their flags as well. I won the best from the Arsenal goalie from the 06 the quadruple year.
Well, I go sleep early tonight, man. I'm doing fucking night shift.
I did not.
Very pretty much said he can't wait for Patrick side.
I have fed him.
Because he left vegetables, which is a perishable, 6 hours.
Right.
6 hours instead of putting it onto a truck.
Oh, that's not a fact I like to. It's not a stat I like to hear. Apparently, Reading will never take the point away from us, home or away. Oh dear. I hate them stats for a game anyway. It's like, was it earlier in the Arsenal game? Arsenal never lost from this position of 2+ goals from the first half. Like, don't tell me that until it's like 5 minutes away. It's 5 minutes away from half full time. Then you tell me. So who's up top then? Caban Creighton forward down the wings. They're playing freedom man as striker. He's a can, but he's not a striker. They're playing striker. Okay, but we've got a striker on the bench. Oh dear. Oh, look at this. And the Arsenal mug as well. Or one of. Ugh.
Onto the fucking plate. I don't remember it. My head just,
Don't remember, but you just said it.
my head just went bang into the plate. I threw all over the plate.
I will say this. I've gone quite a few times, but I will say this about Reading.
Yeah.
Assuming they stay up, the owners of Reading Football Club have to start up in terms of their finances, the finances they offer to the women's team. Even though their men's team is in the championship, they still need to. Their women's team are in the top league of English women's football. They need to get their head out their backside and start funding them like they're one of the top teams in the league. Otherwise, they will drop next season.
Can you choose clean towels, grab clean towels?
Oh, more fun than first playing in the background.
What, the green one? No, the green one. The Tesco's, there's a green one as well. It's upstairs. I'll pass it down, Jim.
Right, that don't sound much. I think 9 games. It should be 8. It should be 8. But we've got a game in hand over Brighton. We've got to play.
About to start, is it?
Girls won, yeah. As the men won 3-0.
Reading are going to win.
Probably not, but anyway. I love how Beverly to wind me up. Sense the tune. But if you're on your channel, do sub before we kick off. If you're on your channel, do subscribe, do smash that like button, and do share the content around, because the more you guys like, share, and subscribe, the more YouTube do their bit as well in terms of sharing it as well and promoting the channel. And we're underway. There we go.
And we're on the way. Reading to win 2-0. I swear to God, Reading do beat Arsenal 3-0.
Well, it'll be like 50-1 for them, probably. Come on, girls. No messing about tonight. Let's do an Arsenal double. In the Arsenal blacked out hoodie as well. Let's make this fixture a lot easier than the away fixture was back at the start of the season, please. 30 seconds in, I remember that. 30 seconds into the away game. Stina had a chance and she scuffed it. I lost my mind. Absolutely lost it. Come on, girls, wake up. Go on. Oh, blood, got a free kick here. Could have played advantage there, ref, but okay. Oh, we won these days with the refs, okay. Oh, dear. Big up Pages in the chat. Up the Arsenal Company Gunners, yeah. Sophie, what place are streaming the game? I'm not streaming it myself. I'm watching it live on Sky Sports Football myself. Chance here. But if you want to you can listen to it on the FA player. They won't show it for some reason because it's on Sky. But anyway, or you have to go on a streaming website. Any streaming football website, you'll find it on. It used to be you can check hisgoal.com if that's still running. Awesome.
I turned potatoes in that day.
That's fine.
I told him to get in, just chilled the bar.
Yeah. Once he's out, I'll crack on then.
Look at you're alive.
Yes, fine. Okay. Come on, girls. Come on. I don't want a 45-minute first half of literally having all the possession, do fuck all with it. As soon as I say that, we give the ball in terms of Raphael passes it out to McCabe and McCabe doesn't get the ball. He goes out for a throw into Reading. Oh my head. Come on. Ref. I want the ball back anyway, but it's not the point. Go on, madam. Go on. Ref. Penalty. 3 minutes in, we've got a penalty. And it's the ref that hates us, but we've got a penalty. I don't care, but I didn't see that before. The ref, I can't stand this ref. Every time I've covered a women's game on this channel for the last couple of seasons now. Whenever sees ref, something goes wrong. But so he's done the right thing there. I'll say that. Let's have a look. He's giving us the penalty anyway. There's no turning back. But did he actually touch? Or did he just fall on our ass? Was it coming together? It looks like it's coming together. Kim Little to put us 1-0 up. Come on, Kim. Yes, just in there. The keeper goes the right way. Almost got a hand to it, but it snuck in at the near post. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Come on. Right, let's do this. One nil to the Arsenal. 1-0. Hopefully now the early goal there. Ow. Floodgates will start opening. And boom, there we go. There we go. Now can relax. It's good. Let's just wrap up the old goal difference up as well. Smash that up. Get that looking better than what it currently is. And put the pressure back on that lot. Never, because no matter what happens tonight, we're going to be outside the top three, but we've got that game in hand still. But it's just keeping up the pressure on City and United and all that. Chelsea to an extent, but we need to sort ourselves out there. It has, Stefan, yes. We are 5.5 minutes in. It's 1-0. Kim Little from the penalty spot. Oh dear. Free kick here to Arsenal, by the way, from the left hand? Right, I don't know. Out for a corner though. It's alright. On the right hand. So the free kick from the left, it's now got a corner from the right, where the camera doesn't see when you take the corner basically. At least I'm not having to watch this on the midweek. Watching the game in the FA player and God, it was annoying. I know the FA player is free, but bloody hell, that game was annoying to watch, especially second half. Go on. Unlucky Leo Vorti. Header there, straight to the goalkeeper's hands though. Yeah, watching that game on Wednesday, was it Wednesday or whenever it was, midweek? Yeah, Wednesday. My God, was it annoying. It done my bloody head in. Second half, I say bloody done my head in to the coverage because, again, I know the FA player is free, but surely they can give us better service in terms of the cameras that they're using, how the actual protector stuff to stop any rain or anything getting on it. So you ain't got a fucking hand reaching over. It steams up. Trying to watch the game with mist and fog. What could go wrong? Ryan lives in the local zoo, Happy Colonel. I'm sure that he's a head chef and his brother's on Birdwatch. Going to be on and out as I got to make tea and got music on. No, that's fine. No worries, my friend. Oh dear. Appreciate support either way, in terms of tuning in and all that. I'm literally, my dinner myself was meant to be done by now, but between after the end of the last stream and before this kicked off, yeah, it's sort of overlapped and it's potatoes aren't ready yet. I've been slow cooking, so a gammon joint, and then some veg and all that as well, with mash, but the potatoes weren't ready in time before kickoff. Oh dear! So I will be disappearing briefly, ever so briefly, about 5 minutes just to serve dinner up. Probably at half time actually. Probably hold that till half time. Potatoes are taking that long. It's mash anyway, so. Oh dear. We can't let Reading back. We cannot let Reading have any foothold in this game, by the way. Any sort of line share possession, give them any sort of chances, anything like that. Really kick us like that. Because have they got, hang on. This is what I'm saying about this ref. Dodgy as hell. Yes, he's given us a penalty. But an Arsenal player's been fouled there on the byline near the dugouts, and somehow Reading have got a free kick. We got McCabe, Katie McCabe. I just don't think you understand. Oh dear. Come on, girls. Come on. Let's get these few goals in. Let's get. If we're 3-4 up at half time, I'd be happy. So on. Been wasteful though, apart from the penalty. I've been fucking wasteful. It's annoying me now. I do think it's rather brave of bloody Jonas to drop his only striker and play a Cam as his striker. I know it's Reading and all that, with all due respect to Reading here, but no, I wouldn't have done it myself. I'm not starting anyway. I'd have started every player that plays in the natural positions, kill the game off, then do the experiments when the game's killed off. That's just me. I mean, Reading, get the ball. Well done, well done. Come on, Kim. Come on. Malitz. Okay. So they are voting. Go on. Oh, why do you hesitate and cut in like that? Malitz. Kiddo, where can I watch the match? You can watch it out of the UK. Okay. At the UK, I have no idea. You literally have to go on any websites that show the football games streaming wise. You have to go on them sites like hisgoal.com and all that. Oh, okay, unlucky. But in the UK, I'm in the UK myself. I'm watching the Sky Sports football. You can also, if you can't find it anywhere to watch it, you can go on the faplayer.com, sign up to the faplayer.com and listen to the game. They won't, for some reason, I don't know why, but the game's on TV, they won't show it on the FA Player, won't give you the option, basically. I do apologise on that side. I apologise I can't help you on that, but yeah. Out of interest, do you live in the States or where exactly was that stadium? Where exactly in the world do you live? Where you can't watching us from? Out of interest, so I can see if I can help you that way. If it's the States or something. There you go. Stefan's helped you in the chat. One of my regulars have helped you in the chat, Stefan. Doesn't mean you can't stick around here and watch it with us, by the way. Get to see a lot of the SBL matches on that way. Fair enough. Go on, Caitlin. Going to Katie. Add to Katie. Go on. Hi, Katie. You will be sorry. If he leaves us now, Stefan, it's your fault. If you unsubscribe now, it's your fault. I'm joking, by the way. Come on, Katie. Come on. This game should be over. 13 minutes in. It should be 4-0. I ain't even joking. It should be that already. So, 3 wasted opportunities already. Oh, dear. It's been one of them days. And again, with all due respect to Man, about Stein, I should have been more calm and collective on that. And Man's been one of our best players this season. You can go on Facebook. I'm saying you can watch it on Facebook and be over here and watch it with us at the same time. Like open digital. If you're on your laptop or something, open up 2 different tabs so you can watch the game there and listen to us, and then there's a watch. Including the title of these videos, Watchalong. We watch it together, get involved in the chat, react to the goals, any action, this, that, and the other, like we do with the men's team and all that. There's Beth and Viv in the stands. Never a bit of a laugh along the way. Well done, Raphael. Well done. Oh, there's something exciting where he shows live matches. This is how we feel. Yeah, literally 4 shots, 4 on target. Every shot's been on target. Wow. But it should be 4-0. I'm being brutally honest. But it is what it is. There's only 15 minutes in. Reading should be shitting themselves. In fact, I'm saying it should be 4-0 with 4 shots on target. They should be crapping themselves. They've been brutally honest here. And we're still on the high of last Sunday as well. Got that to face as well. So, League Cup winners, champions, what you want to call us. Well, Notty. Well done, Notty. Really, Brendan?
Let my French come out.
You're English, you idiot. You're English.
My second name is French.
Oh my God. But you're born and raised in England, for crying out loud.
I don't care.
You ever go at me? I'll cover that. I cover the home nations of England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland, and all that. But I can't enjoy the Six Nations like that. Oh, you've got to pick a team. Da, 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 da. You've got to follow England. But when England lose, you're on it like this. Okay. I'll take lose. I got thumped, humbled. Well, even humbled because of crap. 20 years. I mean, I realised yesterday, by the way. 20-year anniversary, you bastards. 20th anniversary of the England World Cup winning team, almost wide. 20 years. Who's the last England won the World Cup this year? 20. And look at that team, and then look at something to English rugby since then. We had a little poof up moment 4 years ago, like going back in the right direction 4 years ago. Since we got to that final, we've been crap. It's been a downward spiral since. Go on. Attack it. Go on, Vitfire.
Fucking hell. It's like when COVID was around, when there was no fans in the stadium.
There's literally fans beyond the goal.
You can hear, no, I'm trying to say that you can hear the players talking.
Yeah, because it's not a big stadium, Ben. It's a non-league club where it's fucking ground sharing with at the moment. Get the impression that's not going to last long. But yeah, it's Bournemouth. You'd have to be on the side and you'd be on camera, but anyway. Even then, it might not even work.
Oh, shit.
Oh dear. Well, especially Stefan, you talked about rugby here. Especially, as I say, it's the 20th anniversary. 20th anniversary this year since that team of Lawrence D'Amelio, Martin Johnson, Wilkinson, Jason Robinson, Tyndall, Mike Catt, Jason Leonard, just name a few. So Clive Woodward been the manager as well. Matt Dawson won that World Cup.
Craig Dawson, really?
There's Matt Dawson.
What player he was for England?
Matt Dawson was actually a great scrum half.
I said Craig.
I know, I'm fucking counter actually saying Matt Dawson.
You know what's funny, right? What was it last?
20 years ago, we beat Australia in the World Cup
Talking
final.
about Arsenal. It's 19, but it'll be 20 next year.
It'll be 20 next May if we don't win it this year. And depending on when we win it, it'll be, if we win the league, if Arsenal win the league before the 15th of May, it'll be 18 years dead. 19 years when we got our hands on the trophy, it'll be 19 years. It'll be 18 years from
God forbid those people that had a kid on the 15th of May 2004. Why was I born? No, 2005. Why was I born?
2004.
Then? No, because it'd be 9 months. You fucking
You're the one talk. There's Clippers.
18 now, and it'll be 18 years since I started league.
There's Clippers.
Hmm.
Mouthy. Clippers in the bathroom.
I washed these on other people.
You don't. They're not. I'm not going the tricks on. I'm on a live, but okay. But yeah, in terms of actual England, yeah, it's been going downwards. It had a little upturn up to 4 years, going into the last World Cup 4 years ago, for the first 3.5 years under Eddie, and then from the World Cup final onwards, we've gone backwards and backwards and backwards, and because the RFU just stuck in their ways, and so annoyingly dug their heels in. They waited until literally last November once they're on the attack here. Go on. Yeah. Striker. Where is our striker? Why is he there? Canal. But yeah, waited until November last year to sack him and now brought in a rookie. Literally, this is screaming Martin Johnson basically when he was hired as a rookie. First big job was the England job basically, because he's only just started being the head coach recently with Leicester Tigers in the English Premier League and whatever for rugby. Only just this season.
Yeah, so
Unlucky. This game's will be dead and buried by now already.
Yeah, Reading.
But it's going to be 6-7-0 already to
Wow.
Arsenal.
Shows how good that league is then.
Well, Reading are in the relegation scrap, so
Doesn't matter.
and we're one of the top teams in the league. Plus, their owners at Reading operate the women's team on a championship budget, whereas the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, City, and United are operated on a much higher league budget.
Man United's women's team's better.
Wasn't comparing saying who's better. I'm just saying how it's
Did
operated.
Liverpool beat Arsenal?
No, we beat them.
Did Brighton beat Chelsea?
No, Chelsea won. 3 or 4-0, I think it was 3-0. 3-0. We won 2-0. They won 3-0.
That's how shit women's football is.
Well, hang on.
Well, you look at the
Brighton.
bets.
One sec. Brighton on their third manager, or looking for their third manager now, because the third manager they had for a while, for a few years, Hope Powell, she was in charge until the start of the season. Had one bad result, got sacked. Her replacement comes in. He's lasted 2-3 months. They've sacked him off. Now they're looking for their third manager. So of course Chelsea was going to win. They ain't got their team against the team. They ain't got a manager.
Bullshit. No,
Liverpool themselves have only just come up from the Championship from last season into this season. This is their first season back after a 5-year hiatus.
Do you know what? No, what I'm trying to say, the Women's League is quite bad because if you think about it, when
Doesn't
you look at the betting,
Oh yeah, literally.
Chelsea to win was massive odds on, like it would be for Man City to win the Men's
Yeah.
League. And for Brighton to win, it was 33-1.
Yes, because and you've got to remember, I keep telling you this. Near 2-0. This will be fucking gut. This will be like 8, 9, 10 already. Being too wasteful. I've told you how many times. Women's football, in terms of being a professional, at a professional level, playing full-time professionally, that's only been a capability for the last 10 years. Prior to that, it was run at a semi-pro level, and the women back then had to have held down a part-time job outside of it as well.
They still do.
Not now. Once this has gone professional, they're on the proper wage now where they can actually survive.
Not on.
Not the sort of levels of the Premier League, like the men's league levels and all that.
To be fair, they shouldn't be though.
They're just starting out at professional, so of course not. It's going to take time, Brendan. It will take time, but when it does,
the Australian women's team
again they've been professional long. But anyway,
got smacked 15-0 by fucking 15-year-olds, 15-year-old boys.
I think you remember you telling me that, yeah. That's
No,
years
7-0,
ago.
sorry. And then they were trying to say that they were meant to be the best team in the world.
Australia are not the best team in the world.
Women's team was apparently
No.
one of the top.
The best women's international wise for an international women's team, the best teams in the world. At the time when you told me this as well, was the USA and Japan. Now you can throw England into that, but England weren't in that equation at the time. But it's predominantly USA and Japan that have been the spearheads of international football on a women's perspective. Stefan's got about Hope Powers. Yeah, she just. I find it hard to criticise because obviously the job she did at a semi-pro level all the years ago of our England team. But yeah, she did sort of hang off the coattails of that, and with the Brighton job in for years, Peter got too comfortable, and this year she got found out early on. But look, it is what it is. She'll probably go into punditry now. But my point is, in terms of Brighton itself, after sacked her, brought in the new manager, sacked that manager just recently, and then I looked for their third manager of the season. That's not good if you're trying to stay up.
Graham Potter, you should have been sacked. You should have been sacked.
No, the longer you say the better. If they can wait till May, Brendan, fantastic.
Graham Potter, you should have been sacked.
He's hanging on in there, he's just hanging on. He's getting results all of a sudden, so he's hanging on in there.
Right, he could have had 0 wins till the end of May and he still wasn't doing a job. So fit their owners are.
So I did won this back in the summer, but no one listened to me.
Yeah, American owners should.
Exactly, so I know how American owners operate.
Not really.
Exactly the same as the FSG at Liverpool. It's going. And what was it before them? It was Glaze and Gillette. Not Glaze and Gillette. Hicks and Gillette, sorry, at
Don't
Liverpool.
forget about full sound there.
I know, I'm going out there in a sec. I'll give you a shout in a sec when it's ready.
No, don't bother. How's it 1-0 Arsenal already? It's bullshit. Rigged league.
Hang on. You've gone past the TV screen how many times you may just realise it's 1-0?
Rigged league.
I've been saying it's going to be like 10-0, and you're going,
You got a marathon, baby.
it should be 10-0. Okay, now. England have improved massively with the women's team. It's just, I'm not a big fan of men's international football per se. Oh, the men's international team is absolutely bug useless. When the FA are hiring Gareth Yes Man Southgate, no matter what anyone says, he got to the final. of the Euros. Oh, we got to the semi-final of the World Cup. And with the talent we have, so we've been winning it. Got Salty Spoon in the chat. How are you, mate? I'm good, my friend. How are you? Hope you're keeping well, my friend. I haven't seen you for a while, actually, in the chat. You know, they had the worst they could get. You know, the worst they could get. Oh dear. I was laughing at the time, man. You've got to laugh. At that time, as a rival, you're just literally sitting there watching these two gentlemen come in, buy a club, promise the world, and not even deliver half of what they promised. Not just in terms of backing the manager and all that. It's just like, oh, you're doing well. You'll keep just okay. You get we're playing that choice. Okay, you can have me, but no one else. Oh, you want Ryan Barble? Okay, but no one else. Dirk Cow? Okay, but you get little squad players here and there. And when Rafa does sit down, oh, we're high. Roy Hodgson. Where's he at? Roy Hodgson, when he went to Liverpool. Fulham? Just that Fulham, wasn't it? Yeah, Fulham. Yeah, oh, he done well at Fulham. We're higher in. That didn't work, did it? Yeah, that didn't work after 6 months. Oh no, we're going to get bloody. We'll roll back the years back to the 80s with Kenny Dalglish. Give him to the end of the season and give him a nice bumper contract for 2.5 years, and then when that doesn't work out, we're bringing Brendan Rodgers, and we're up 6 and leave. Oh, someone just swore on national TV. I was outraged when England lost to Iceland. Yep. You weren't the Stefan, trust me. You wasn't the only one. I was absolutely livid. I mean, if I was doing this, if I had this channel, at the time and I was doing the watchalongs for the Euros in 2016, I'd be covering that game, and then that had happened. You think the events I've done occasionally, every now and then, over the last few years of having this channel, have been anything. My God, it would have been record numbers coming in. I would have gone viral, put it that way. Ooh. Everton versus Liverpool, Friday the 24th of March in the WSL. Northland Derby the 25th. Yay, away. Brisbane Road. We hosted at the Emirates, Northland Derby, earlier this season. Corresponding fixture, you think, oh no, we're going to go to the Brisbane Road. There's nothing in North London. That'd be a nice, easy win anyway. Northland Derby, nice little build I can do there as well. Look forward to that now. Now seeing that's around the corner. Yeah, all 22 league games with the Arsenal, plus the Champions League, plus the League Cup, plus the FA Cup. Who else has done that? Oh yeah, no one. Oh, it's all stuck up in my head. She gets close to doing it. Once in the blue moon. Come on, this is ridiculous. How's this still 1-0? I don't know. I'll be brutally honest, this game should be dead and buried. At least 7-8. The chances we've had. We need a striker. We are, in terms of the final third, we are struggling without an actual an out-and-out striker playing up top. Playing Manham as with all due respect, Manham's been our best player this season. Playing him as a striker isn't working. I don't know if you've tried it, but it hasn't worked. You can change it at half time, please. Stefan says, I love this country and what's going on at the moment is bloody disgusting. I've got a feeling things are pointing up. The UK being run by racists who aren't even indigenous British. What the fuck? Yep. Hope, as I keep saying, you know, Stefan, you know my thoughts on the politics side of things. You know my my hope for a general election ASAP in this country. We need it. We desperately need it. The country is on its knees. It needs new leadership. Better leadership. Minica was absolutely correct. Oh, that's Serena with her second in command. Can you check potatoes for me? Oh, thank you. I don't want to get up and they're not ready yet. Can we just kill this fucking game? Oh, for God's sake, Marlon. Sink.
Yeah, they're done.
Oh, I'll be out in a minute. He was. I walk away there score. Score. He was in the sense of what he was trying to say, but he just used it. He used an era of history where people was just, well, the Tories just went, he's calling us a Nazi. How dare he? Sack him. And it's just the Tories just gone, okay. We'll just jump on the bandwagon because it's distracting from what we actually are doing. And the BBC being run by Tories, yeah. Hello.
I'm just waiting.
For
Because once you've done your mashing and everything, I can stop cooking my dinner.
Alright, one sec. Well, if you can drain them, I'll come out and do it in a sec. Just who's the sink and you know where? I'll be out in a minute. Do that. Get very scrappy now and wasteful and struggling to create anything in the final third all of a sudden in this game. Yeah, he is spot. In terms of what he was trying to say, he is spot on. In terms of the people running that country at the time blamed us whenever it was going wrong in house. They went, "Oh, it's these people. It's the outsiders. The outsiders that are coming in. It's their fault." The diversion tactic, which is what the Tories are doing. I'm kind of trying that conquer and divide bullshit. To somebody who says it end up in a fucking war, but still, we'll never know. Can we just fucking score? Oh my god! How's any offside? There's like 3 players behind, up ahead of the side. Oh, I don't know what they fucking spotted. Exactly, Stefan. 13 shots from the girls, none from Reading. How many on target? 6. Okay. This game should be outside. I I keep saying it, but this first half it should be 1-0 has been threatening to Reading here. For the last 10 minutes or so, we have the fact we haven't got an actual striker in that role. It's starting to show, and we are starting to struggle to create anything in that final third because Manham's not staying in that striker role. She's moving away the freaking place and going disappearing. Go on, Katie. Go on, Katie. Go. Oh, for fuck. Sick. Oh dear. Oh God. Pardon me. Master scores on the screen, my friend, there. And the goal scorer as well. 1-0 to the Arsenal. It should be a lot more, to be brutally honest. I'll be brutally honest, it should be, yeah, like I say, it should be 6-7-0. Be very wasteful, the final third in open play. Who's that to? Oh my days. I thought Kate might appear out of nowhere there. Nope. Not even, so was it, I don't know who that was meant to be for, but okay. Well, Katie has no reason to go down. She's through on goal, basically, otherwise. Oh, dear. I think Jonas needs. Oh, bloody hell, Katie's on the chest. That ain't good. She's really struggling there. Not up in there, but she's really struggling. I'm saying carefully. Why she went in there? I thought she was going to do something stupid. No, of course, no, definitely not. And people are defending his tackle on some United sites. Oh, what about Casemiro? I've seen a still, like a screenshot of the VAR looking at the challenge. You can't defend it. How can you defend that? He studs it up like that in the guy's leg. Shouldn't pad there or not. That's a dangerous challenge. He's like, they're just upset because that's his third suspension now. He's got to serve. So I don't know how many games he's going to have to miss now because it's his third suspension this season in as many months. Go on, go on. Yes, there we go. Madam gets the goal finally. Great assist from Kate Ford. 2-0 to the Arsenal. Just before half time on the 43rd minute. And it's pretty much game over. It's going to just get back up doing goals now, hopefully. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 40 minutes between the goals. Hey. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but some of the United fans were also saying he was out of order. It was kind of 50-50. Yeah, as I say, I went on not after my stream earlier, the men's team. I was on Twitter on my phone and all that, and yeah, I just randomly came across it. Someone tweeted it out, like a screenshot of the VAR looking at it. And yeah, you can't defend that. You can't say it's a 50-50. As I say, the player's standing up basically, but on both feet. The one who got fouled, and he's obviously making a challenge, but his studs are like up there in this area of the leg. One of the feet, by the way, but this area, and even though the shin pad's there, obviously it's still a dangerous. It's full stud, boom. But they're not fans are upset now because now it's, as I say, I keep saying it. It's his third suspension because he got suspended for the Arsenal game back in January with the yellow card, his fifth booking or whatever of the season, whatever. Then he got the suspension not long before the cup final when he got sent off. Was it his first game or second game back for the suspension when they played Old Trafford against who was it they playing against? Crystal Palace. He was upset. He got sent off. They got a straight red there, and then he got a second straight red. So the suspension now is going to be more than like 2 or 3 games. It's got to be. It used to be like that. I think at this point it's like 5. But yeah, it's half time, guys. I'm just gonna turn my camera off here in a sec, but I will be here still in the earshot. I'm just gonna serve up my dinner, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. United fans are saying conspiracy against the club. Of course they do. Of course they do. It's Man United. Everyone's against United about it, even though they literally run the league, even when they're crap. Right.
That's why I came down. I was like, oh, nearly done. I'll just go get a bit back. My laundry. Just like a what? Nobody can. Yeah, I just get 2 weekends in a row. Peeling to the end bits. The ribbons. Oh no, that isn't it?
Right. Oh, yeah. I'm just looking there. Oh, well,
Hello, my love. Piss off.
right, but you've got another job with you.
I'm surprised he's still got that one on. He's pressing his way out of it.
Yeah, it's not right, seriously. Yeah,
He says, no. I ignore you when it suits me, and then when it really suits me, that's when I got into the knowledge you can exist.
oh, like when you flew up my stairs this morning, woke me up.
Grew up, not flew up.
Brilliant, buddy.
She's usually the one that vomits anymore.
Literally, but run upstairs, suddenly you go, oh, okay, leave me now.
You were a bit aggressive in that text back you sent me.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
No, it's the one you sent back when I said I did the gym.
That's what I was,
You best not be too long.
oh, no, that's 2 hours late. Three from there.
Well, it wasn't 2 hours later that I sent a text. You sent me a clip after I tried back. Because I was at home before that text was on zero lines.
Yes, it's terrible feeling. Ow.
I know, but maybe just get wrong with what I can.
Right.
I'm not asking you to put it back up or anything.
Oh, what are we having?
That's him eating his phone.
I know. Oh, let's talk point actually about Burnley. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Serving up everyone else's dinner. Well, it's half time, so back in time for the second half. But as I was saying, as I was putting my camera back on, break. I don't know if you guys know, but Burnley have been given an immediate transfer embargo put on them with immediate effect. So that's going to be interesting. Come the summer when they get obviously they're promoted to the Premier League and they can't buy anyone, so they're going to go straight back down again. Well done, Burnley. How you doing, Chris? Anyway, Chris, was you at the West Ham game earlier? Or did you not go? You was just watching it from home. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, relax. We're cooking. Cheers, Stefan. Take girls are serving up, but you're still cooking yourself. But yeah, have one around down with the screen there. Let's see if we spotlight it right. Nope, not yet. That must be freezing. Again, I said this other night when we were playing Liverpool. The location of where the stadium is in Bournemouth. None of you guys have ever been to Bournemouth in general. You won't know what I'm on about, but anyone that does, you know that it is literally the middle of nowhere. And where it's actually located, it's in this weather an absolute disaster in terms of actually catching the wind and the chill. Bless you. Real Madrid conspiracy, dodgy us. Jesus. My hands are frozen after touching the front door. Touching the food out of the freezer, I can imagine. I think just as I was wrapping up for the last stream, heat was put on where we are. And my toes are still cold, actually. But it's taken a while for it to warm up down here. Up where I normally stream stuff as well, at the loft basically, that's going to be cold as ice. But the thing is, the irony is, in my way of working on my working life, having a room that's like a fucking walk-in freezer ain't a problem, personally, in one sense. Yeah, I was getting rid of there's no sub-bullet look at it for the second half, so as we work to start the second half, and off we go. It's not much about this time, it's half, and it's literally kill the life out of them. I'm sorry I didn't mean to go down into scene because of the goal difference of this game, but I don't care. All I care about is Arsenal. She ain't stupid.
It's cheese.
That's why she's like, ooh, I don't know. I'll lick it.
I'm not going to write your names. If you want it, eat it.
Right. I've had that. You did take it, by the way.
Yeah.
I want more now. Chris says, I went to the West End game, was so boring. I was listening to this channel. Bloody hell. Fair enough. Appreciate you coming up listening. Keeping us on then. Nice in the game. That's a decent Wi-Fi there, anyway. A decent connection. 4G connection or 5G connection, whatever. Arsenal was terrible. At the Emirates itself, anyway, it hasn't been to the Emirates. The Wi-Fi connection, once it fills up that stadium, and you're in the proximity of the stadium, when it starts about half hour before kickoff, the connection is absolutely woeful. 4G, 5G, even the stadium Wi-Fi is crap. The part of this renovation they've done to the stadium, not just the artwork, but in general, they were meant to once say, "Are we free?" Yeah, 3-0, own goal. That'd be go down as an own goal. There we go. Man took the shot, but I think that might be giving us an own goal. There was that one all as well, the West Ham game against Reading, not Reading, Villa. Let's have a look, see if it was going in anyway. Great ball from Neil Williamson, great assist. Yeah, it was an own goal. Who was it? Who actually, what's their name so I can get it right on the scoreboard? It's the Reading captain, whoever it was. There we go. Who's got the Arsenal website? Arsenal page. 3-0 to the Arsenal. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. You can't. The Arsenal haven't given it to her. They can't really give that to us, surely. The Arsenal website going man again, kind of. Just put own goal and whatever. $46. Two more minutes, I should be done. Yeah, no worries, mate. Take your time, mate. Don't want you getting burnt or anything like that. Take your time. We're all here. We're all having a bit of a laugh. How do you? So again, you're Chris. That's all. You're one sec. Oh, unlucky. I mean, Chris, you're neutral in this in terms of West Ham game today. Oh, do you think West Ham are going? They're going to drop, or do you think they're going to just about scrape by the skin of their teeth and survive? I thought on New Miami and Villa Martinez. Oh dear, you got to laugh. At least you got to listen to. You got to listen to some goal reactions from our end anyway. Then. And a crying baby in the second half. Upset baby, like, how dare you take me away from the TV screen? I know I was on it off, but still. Oh dear. Guys, if you haven't already, do smash that like button, do subscribe and all that, just if you haven't already as well. And do share the content around. It does massively help that channel grow that bit quicker. The more you guys do that on 6-3-4, offside though. Ball's in the net, but it's offside. Flag's gone up. Even though I took a massive deflection off the Reading defender on the way to Mallow, so technically the offside shouldn't have been an issue. If she was offside, I don't think she was. Either way, took a massive deflection off the Reading player, so which put it into her path like that. But okay. Stefan, West Ham shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be in the position they're in. Quite like you say, they shouldn't be, but they are. I just find it bizarre. They've got a manager that's got same thing before. West Ham, league-wise, fifth in the lockdown season. Last season, back in his fans, he meant a semi-final of Europe in the Europa League, and getting knocked out to the eventual winners, by the way. Was it 7th in the league as well? Decent, 2 back-to-back decent league position finishes and a European run as well. How just because he's doing well, or West Ham are doing well in the Conference League of Europe, because that's the only reason why he's doing a job. That's bizarre. Any other manager that's done what he's done in the league for the last couple of years and then dropped off this year the way they have, let's be pretty honest here, in terms of performances, no manager will survive this long. I don't get what David Moyes has got over David Sullivan. I really don't. As I say, let's Sinius is getting warmed up on the sidelines, getting ready to come on by the looks of it. That's all Richard's channel. I was in his chat. Yeah, I was in the chat of Richard's channel. Yeah, just thought pop in, say hi, 7th heaven and all that. It's a good stream. He does, again, as he know, rivalries aside for a moment, he does do good content on his channel. So always support for the YouTubers and all that, no matter who they support. If they do some decent content, a year and a half and all that, I'll always support it and all that. Do my bit. Oh dear. Okay, it starts now. Oh, let's let it start. Stupidly early start actually. Got a spin class at the gym. First one in months. Actually, over a year. It's got to be a year now since I've done actual spin class. Just not at the time now. I've got the time for book the classes in and all that. Well, I can. Yeah. The spin class starts at 6:30 or something like that. It's got to be. I'm going to be. Yeah, that's been the thing. That'll be the first thing I do as well. Because once I get to the gym and all that, pop stuff away in the locker rooms. That'll be the first thing I do. Upstairs into the studio. Do the spin class for I think it's half hour tomorrow. Half hour, 45. Either half hour, 45 minutes. That class, one of the two. And then I'll be downstairs changing the clothes into freshening up quick, have a quick freshen up and going off doing other bits and pieces in the gym for a few hours as well. And having a nice hot shower to get rid of the sweat and the stench that's going to be coming off me by the time I'm done. Oh, what a goalkeeper been booked for? Reading, don't know what she's been booked. Well, got a free kick here either way. It'll just pretty much just wrong to the left. It is chucking it down by the way. Bournemouth, I've just seen the streams of the rain getting the wind getting blown across the pitch, and they are absolutely drenched. Oh dear, let's see if we get a fourth before we've got steam on. Come on. Right, free kick coming in from the girls. There we go. Man knocks it in. Oh, Raffaelli, and it literally drops in front of his goalkeeper's hands. He needs me in there to keep the channel kick up the arse. Oh dear, that's a complete neutral in it all. No rivalry whatsoever. You're there, just like sort yourselves out. So I'm going to be sore tomorrow for the podcast. I'm going to be drained. By the time I do the podcast tomorrow, I'm going to be absolutely drained tomorrow night. That'll be fun. See you up there.
Thank you.
Probably the microphone is sensitive, so probably. Oh, yeah, ready to make some subs. 27's coming off, 51. So Vandermeer and Harris are going off. Woodman and Trosselgaard are coming on already. But no subs for Arsenal yet. Oh dear. Once you're settled, I'll tell him. You heard the rules?
You've not been paying attention.
Twinkle
Get
toes.
your brain in gear.
No. Park your bum.
I can see you're hovering.
By far. No. Yeah, cool. Stefan says, I'm thinking about going live sometime. Might be a bit of music writing in general, pissing around. Yeah, that's cool. Let me know, my friend, and I'll show my support my end as well and pop in and say hi and all that and have a laugh. What's that last line? Up the arse. I'm a few pints deep. I can imagine. Did you go to the game today, Mark, out of interest? Or do you just go to the pub, go down the pub or something? Friends and family or whatever? Oh dear. Yeah, well, I was saying before about I got this doing the first spin class in God knows how long. I used to love doing spin classes, but the gym I'm signed up to before the pandemic and all that. I was regular in terms of doing not necessarily regularly, but in terms of spin classes that it's like Tuesday. It would be a Tuesday night, or Madam's going off for Stina Bertstinius and Noah Voigtbauer has gone off for pullover. Okay, fair enough. I was just saying in terms of I was saying back before the pandemic and all that. But on Tuesday night, I was doing. It started off as a back to back, just literally one spin class after the other, literally back to back. Again, because I was making fitness, so it weren't a problem to become accustomed to and all that. Because I was going regularly to gym anyway as well. I was doing spin classes anyway normally, so the fitness itself wasn't an issue. You were sore. I was sore in the morning. Trust me. The following morning, my legs would be so tight. All the muscles would be so cleansed up. But in terms of the health, in terms of my fitness and all that, it was worth it. But then they upped it to 3 spin classes, one after the other. So I started doing that, and then obviously as soon as they introduced that, I started doing it. And then obviously the pandemic hit. Then obviously the gyms were closed at one point. You couldn't do any spin classes. To see the guy score a first attack. Oh, goalkeeper's pulled was saved there. Oh my day, got a corner there. But so yeah, and then obviously since everything's started slowly back to normal, obviously the gym's been up and regularly now. I've been doing the Austrian class when I can. It's been a while now, as I last did one, but they're not doing them like they used to. It's like 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon sort of thing, not like they used to do it. And it's just like, okay, that's fun. The time to sort of the classes that fit my time schedule basically now. But I would welcome back the older back-to-back ones, you know. Tuesday night back to back from what was it, 6 till 7:40. It's 45 minutes as well, so 6 till 7:45. No, 6 till 6:45, and then from 7, sorry, because I give it about a 50-minute split difference between the classes. 7 till 7:45. So of literally just non-stop spin, and then literally just so calorie burning wise, that and fitness, that was good for me. Obviously, in the time I was getting my body in a shape and all, I get myself into shape the way it should be. My fitness levels are through the roof because of that. But yeah, pandemic came along, I fucked it all up. Did buy a bike in the pandemic actually. Bought myself a bike, did go out for a couple of hours or so doing circuits in and around Surrey and all that. From where I am and out, and just random routes in and around where I live. I'll keep me in the house for a couple of hours, come back, freshen up, and in terms of shower, what have you, and yeah, the rest of the day to myself. But it's again, very limited to what I could do in terms of indoors, apart from the weights that I do have, apart from the dumbbells I have. Yeah, getting back to the old routine now, in terms of, I'll stick that pour off from steamer. Getting back to the old routine of what it was before the pandemic. It's been gradual, but we're getting there now. Just the pub couldn't be asked with a day on the coach. Fair enough, that's fair. Stephen says I go on some metal sites that are always laugh. However, I always up a blues, jazz, classic, pop, rock, etc. A mixed bag. It's seen a lot of bands over the years. Coach Jones do my nutting, to be honest. I haven't been on a coach for years. Like, in terms of a coach trip, we can call it that. When I was the first few days at college, what did they send us? There was some team building. When I first started college, and I was doing my literally the first week into college and all that, whatever it was, it was like some team building exercise thing. They sent, was it South? That was fucking, was it? We're college is in Weybridge, but it was like a fucking outside of the country, near Southampton, basically, some middle of nowhere team building malarkey crap for the day, and it was pointless, but it is what it is. That's the last time I was on a coach. I got the cast. Yeah, it's just like that's no lie. My third year of college, actually. Third year of college, my final year of college. They took us to a. I can't remember where it was. It was basically a fine dining, middle of nowhere, upper class, so they say, hotel. Just I don't know why it had to be a hotel, but they took us this hotel in the day. By the way, no funny business, but it wasn't even the States. Just go there, visit, look around the actual inside of the hotel. Couldn't go off on the grounds or nothing. Go walks on the grounds or nothing like that. Had to be in the actual this hotel, doing all the rounds and all that. We had lunch there, which they paid for, and that was it. It was just bizarre, but I know I was in the cake in doing my chef in there. My chef in there. What's name's trading? My chef trading and all that. But bloody hell, taking us to a hotel in the day to have lunch there. It was what the dodgy hotel. I wouldn't have been surprised if I'm being honest. With the college that I was at, wouldn't have been surprised at all. But no, proper Toffs FC area, so they say. Well to do, thank you very much and all that. Which is bizarre because anyway, that's fucking a group of lads and girls between the ages of 16 to 19 in there. It's just weird. The only trip in college wise, my 3 years at college, for my chef training that made any sense, and that was actually meaningful in any way, was the one in my second. Was it my second year? No, that's I think now. No, it's the second. It was the second year, and it was back in my neck of the woods where I was born and raised and all that. For the first years of my life, anyway. It's gonna be. There we go. 4-0. Leah Williamson. Lexdinius had the shot, got deflected, fell to Leah. She eventually got the shot off. It's 4-0. I have mentioned that I'm a chef for a few times, not all the time. I do every now and then mention it, but yeah, don't go over and over it. Hence why the double chin. All the fucking need to get rid of that soon. One of the first rules: to learn to cook. $68. Scoreboard itself. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, the second. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, it's the second. Second year. The day out trip they took us on was Olympia in East, basically place in East London, basically. It's based. How can I put it? It was the day. There's a day. The day itself. The whole day itself. Bloody hell. We're going from getting Weybridge and Surrey all the way to East London, just to be lit. And it was a what was it called? What do you call these? Basically, it was all these different, like, all these different companies promoting their goods, be it food, beer, alcohol in general, drinks, knifeware, in terms of if you want to buy knives, this, that, and the other, or just basically just fucking about, basically, or entertainment and things like that. But it's mainly set up. It's basically mainly set up for basically the catering industry, catering and hospitality industry. That's the only trip in college that was actually worthwhile on the day itself. I say the first trip was a team building exercise, which was pointless. Let's be honest, it was just crap. So that take us all the way from fucking Weybridge to Southampton for fucking team building BS is was ridiculous. Weren't my cup of tea. And as I say, that Ewan Impson's going off. So actually, it'll be interesting who comes on for her. But yeah, the third one is, as I say, taking us to a hotel where we got given a tour of the actual inside the hotel, but not outside. Then we had lunch and we had to come back. Hotel Olympia. Yeah, it used to be Hotel. Yeah, it's called Hotel. The event for the second year was called a Hotel Olympia. But it's in East London. The Olympia. Didn't even see it came on for there. Katie Ford went off. Okay. Genuinely didn't see who went off. I mean, who went on for them. Ollie Hurling, someone from one of them. That'd be Caitlin. Yeah, and it's in East London. In East London, but yeah, it's on that site. Yeah. All shows. I used to, I think at one point, briefly, a couple of years, about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer than that, actually. Other events get held there as well. Like my sister, off to Gospel from Reading. My mum and sister went to an event at that site anyway. It was for Noel Fitzpatrick was holding an event there. Was it just him? It might have been an entire animal setup for the weekend itself, and that's some sort of animal veterinary thing basically. But Noel Fitzpatrick's got the headline thing there. So yeah, basically the Olympia. If that's what the Olympia on about, yeah, in East London, then yeah. Mark's saying Leah Williamson has just sorted my bets out. A cheeky tapping. Yeah, that's good to know, my friend. How much did you win in the end? Your bet then, out of interest. Dog. Merlin! All I can hear is, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but all I can hear, all I've heard for the last 20 minutes is ignoring his fucking marrowbone. Well, that's cool. I'm responding to Stefan in the chat about horse riding and all that. Sorry, how did Chelsea struggle against this team? From what I've seen tonight, again, I'm going back to this game tonight, against Reading, they really went to Chelsea in the WSL, what, I think now 3-4 weeks ago? Might be even sooner than that. Right? And Chelsea won, obviously, but Reading made them work for it. The score was a lot closer to this, I remember rightly. How? Stefan, behave yourself now. Go on. Oh, she scuffed it. Stina, I picked you up at the start of the stream. Why you weren't starting, you were in form and all that. You've come on, you had one chance where you had that one first chance where you the keeper did its job and you get a good shot, but still. And then that's pretty much an open opportunity for to get your goal tonight, to keep the form going. And you just, I don't know what happened there. You just swung and sort of swing and a miss. No composure whatsoever. Mr. Tom's in the chat, 4-0, there's a shock. And look at the time frames of all the goals. 3 minutes, 43, 46 just after half time. An own goal. And Leah Williamson on 68th minute, and she goes off and still covered a couple herself. When are you next at the Emerson? I'm at the Emerson Thursday, Mark, for the Europa League against Lisbon. And then I'm hoping to get, fingers crossed, hoping to get tickets for Arsenal v Wolves at the end of the season. Just got to be on it on the day when they release, basically. Just before they release, way before they release, on that day in the morning. Up nice and early, once awake, literally just phone up and say, keep me on hold for the duration of these to be on hold for, and get them tickets. And then, at the very least, I'm at the game, last game of the season, and hopefully we'll be there to see lifting up a trophy with a golden crown on it. Hopefully, touch wood. Also, look, I will try to get Brighton tickets at Brighton. The second to last home game. Nowhere near close, but anyway. Commentators bigging it up like that. Yeah, nowhere near. When are you next at the Emirates, Mark, out of interest? But yeah, definitely going to definitely go for the Wolves. Don't try and get tickets for the Wolves game because that falls just that literally 8 days after my birthday. My brother said he wants me to get me tickets for that. So I said he wants to put me in at club level. So I said at the very least, I'll get my normal tickets. And if he's able to get on a couple of tickets, friends or whatever. I'm gonna just pass me. Then obviously pass on the tickets. I then buy it onto Joel or someone. What is burning my eyes, by the way? Bloody hell, how's it not- This game should be. Well, it's 4-0, but this game should have been literally going by the amount of chances we've had. At least 12, if not 13-0. I mean, most of the shots came in the first half, obviously, that we wasted. I'll see it the Wolves. I've got to get up. As I say, I'm hoping. You know what tickets I like. Trying to get hold of them. It's like gold dust. Everything turned off out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, morning. So yeah, if I'm able to, I'll let you know near the time mark. Once I know, I've definitely got a pair. Me and my brother. But sort of his thing, what he wants to do for me on my birthday. Because on my birthday itself, on my birthday itself, Arsenal are away that weekend on the 20th to Forest. So, and obviously, if we're going to do what we're trying, if we achieve what we're trying to do, and win this thing, after waiting how many years, it'd be nice to actually be there and soak it all in, witness it, and celebrate, and myself, all my mates and all that. You guys, like all my fellow gooners on here to be there and all that, and Liam and hopefully others, Lottie and all that. Make a day of it and all that, and then literally come back the next day for the trophy parade. Woo. Come on. Oh, how's that not? Should be 5 there, which will make it should technically be 14. Tom says in the WSL it seems like a 4-goal conclusion league. It does, in a sense. I get what you're saying because certain teams, even though every club is run on a professional basis, i.e. full-time and all that, the players are on full-time contracts and all that. Certain clubs, the Reading office, or for example Reading here, are being run by their respective clubs on a lower league budget. Hence why you're getting 9 times out of 10 the Arsenal, the Chelseas and all that of this world, Man Cities and now Uniteds are able to just push aside these sort of teams basically. And the only real contests you really get are against the 4 I've just mentioned. Mainly this season. BX May 20th, yeah. Yes, BX May 20th. I'm not travelling up on my birthday. I am not travelling up to Nottingham. So next best thing is literally a week later at home to Wolves, hopefully to be lifting the silver trophy, the golden crown on it, with gold lines either side. Hopefully. Another sub. I think this will be the last one of the night. Leo Vorti's going off for Gio Quez. Gio. you do get the occasional shock result in the EPL. In the WSL, it seems like the same teams win each week. Nine times out of 10, when the big men, the Arsenals, Chelsea's, in this season perspective, Man United and City play these sort of teams, these Readings and Brightons of this world. 9 times out of 10, we're going to win because of how these individual clubs are running their clubs respectively on budget wise. It seems like, for example, Reading it seems like they're being punished because the men's team is in the championship, so they've got to be on the championship budget as well. It does affect them; they can't really progress. But occasionally, once in a blue moon, like last season, last season, back in just before Christmas, last season, Reading hosted Chelsea and beat them 1-0. That's a once in a blue moon sort of thing. It very rarely happens. Arsenal against Birmingham City last season, on the return after the winter break, lost 2-0. It's a shock and it's a rarity, but it doesn't happen that much. And until I said earlier, until the likes of Reading, the clubs themselves, start operating properly and giving their backing their women's team financially properly, this will continue to be the case. And with that you'll get the naysayers of this world still going, no, it's not that competitive, is it? It's still crap. It's the same old teams. And it is what it is. But until the respective clubs, the owners of the respective clubs, actually put money into the women's team properly and invest in the women's team, their respective women's teams properly, it's not going to be. The league itself won't be as competitive as it could be. There you go, BX. BX saying that's my mother's birthday as well. There you go. See, there's no reason whatever for you to forget. Come in a couple of months' time, my birthday. Then you can't forget. You can't forget it. You cannot forget. Mark saying if Viv and Beth were fit, we would be right up there. Yeah, definitely. We wouldn't be where we wouldn't be in terms of league wise. We probably would have won the cup still last week, possibly. But yeah, in terms of the league, we wouldn't be this far off the mark in terms of this far off top with a game in hand. But it is what it is. Good night, nights, might have. Oh dear, I'd rather wait the week. If I'm being honest, if we do win this league, if we do win the Premier League, Mark, I'd rather wait the extra week for the sake of 8 days. I'd rather wait the 8 days, be at the Emirates and see and actually witness the team lift the trophy in person for the first time in God knows what it's against our full team from May 15th, 2004. I would like to see evenly disputed in football, but it's not. It's a long way off. That would be fair, Stefan. But yeah, as you just pointed out, that's a long way off. We're being brutally honest because of how government is, and our society is, and the clubs of certain teams are run. How they top. I remember in 2006, 05-06 season, the Charlton Athletic women's team got to the FA Cup final. They did well in the league. This was when it was all part time and all that. They did well in the league. They got to the FA Cup final against us. We obviously won. We got to the FA Cup final. We won at a counter, by the way. But either way, they got to the final. Something they weren't expected to do. They got there, and the men's team, obviously, that was the season. The men's team got relegated to the Championship, and the club's reaction was after the season that the Charlton Athletic women's team had, in corresponding reverse of what we saw in the men's team that season. The owners of Charlton, those at the time decided to completely kibosh the women's team and basically make it non-existent. And basically, I remember they basically were like, no, we're scrapping the women's football team from here on in until further notice, and it all kicked off because the women's team did well that season. Now, and that's when they were semi-pro, and it was like, hang on, we've done extremely well this season. We've achieved stuff. Why are we being punished for the men's failures? Basically, it became a huge media thing at the time. Still on 10 looks like if Celtic throw that away, I mean they've got to play Rangers twice, so that'd be potentially 6 points they could drop there. Potentially, I don't think they will, but there's potentially, obviously. They still have to drop another 6 points, at least another 6 points, if not 4 points elsewhere. That ain't going to happen because the SPL's not competitive. There's too much respect shown to the two top teams in terms of Rangers and Celtic, that if one of them's leading the line, like you guys, Celtic are, you might get an early shock of them going behind, but then they turn up and go, okay, boom. Like we've seen in the last two games, Celtic go 1-0 down in both the last two games, come back and challenge the opposition 5-1 and 3-1 respectively. Because the respect is there's more respect given to the league leaders or in general Rangers as well. Rangers and Celtic. It's a foregone conclusion. Again, it's a rarity that it's a once in a blue moon thing that Celtic or Rangers will drop points outside of them playing each other basically. It is what it is. Well, anyway, we're a minute and a half into the injury time, by the way. It's 3 minutes injury time added on it. It's still 4-0. We've got the 3 points in the bag. In the windy, rainy conditions that is in Boreham Wood. And yeah. There probably ain't going to be a fifth Saturday. I'd like a fifth. I think I said 5, didn't I? Myself, so I would like the fifth. The game itself, in general, it's just been a typical Arsenal in terms of having all the possession. And especially in the first half, the amount of chances we created in the first half was unbelievable. The game, how the scoreline itself was in single figures is beyond me. Tom's saying have a good night. Oh, Tom's going now. Bye, Tom. No worries, Tom. Hope you're well. Hope you're okay and all that, mate. Chat to you soon. I'm not complaining, to Stefan. The Hoops and the Jeers would be 11th and 12th in the Prem, respectively, if they're lucky. I think they might even be lower than that. In terms of the players they both have, respectively, I think they'll be. I honestly think they'll struggle in Premier League. More than what, not right here, right now. If it was like the Rangers and Celtic of yesteryear, like the Henrik Larsson era, basically, competitive wise, like the two teams that they had, players they had then, they'd have more of a chance. Them eras would have more of a chance of competing in this league, in the Premier League. I mean, there we go. 4 times gone anyway. Arsenal win 4-0. And been shook by the respective managers, and yeah, 3 points in the bag. Routine Arsenal win as you'd expect. And yeah, double Arsenal delight in one day. 3-0 for the men, 4-0 for the girls. 7 goals in overall. And 2 clean sheets. We can't ask for much more than that. Just need to see how many points off we are now from getting ourselves back in the Champions League spots with a game in hand. Still to play against Brighton. Managerless Brighton as well. They would be getting Premier League money. I get that, but I'm saying if they're with their respective squads they have now, that taking out the equation, the funding and all that, well, that was a close match. If they were just to be dropped into the league if they were just dropped into the league this season, and they didn't have a chance, they didn't have time to bring anyone in basically this season. With the squads they have, they've both struggled this season massively. If they survived it over time, they were able to use that funding to build 2 decent sides. Then maybe they'll be okay. But they'd have to hire decent managers as well. They can't. I mean, the guy that's at Rangers now, he wouldn't last in the Prem. Mark says, as WSL goes, Williamson is world class. Yeah. We've got a few of them. We've got a few in terms of our team in general, our squad in general. We've got a few world class players. Leah Williamson, Vivian Miedemar, Viv Miedemar, sorry, words out. Beth Mead, phone going dry. Al. Beth Mead, Raphael is got the potential to be world class. Kim Little, for a position, is arguably the best in their position, if not the best. Yeah, McCabe potentially has a potential that's on the skirts of it. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it's league table, so I make things up, please. Thank you. It's proper chocolate down there. Fair play to anyone that's gone to the game today, because it is. I can see again how windy it is as well. The rain is blowing across the entirety of the pitch, basically. Players just going around doing laps of appreciation to the fans that come out and all that, and taking a few photos of fans, and yeah. Leicester versus Everton was 0-0. West Ham women lost to Villa 2-1. Liverpool beat Tottenham 2-1. Chelsea beat United 1-0. Man City beat Brighton 2-1. So certain games are close in score. It's just obviously us with how everything are being run. We've just gone. I think I've got to say, the fact we're at home today, and the weather conditions as well worked in our favour, because also we're used to that area and this and the other, and the home ground itself just goes a bit extra. Whereas because of the conditions mainly, the Reading team side is just like, I think they were afraid to come out and give us play us at our game, because the fear maybe of us counting them even more, punishing them even more than what we did. But yeah, Tottenham v Arsenal on Saturday, March 25th. Woohoo! Another easy 3 points there against the Spurs. The disparity between the leagues is crazy, considering how big the two clubs are. Yeah, no, exactly. It is what it is, though. As I say, I would like it to be more competitive in general. But this is the second season where the WSL is getting proper full-time coverage in terms of between Sky and BT. and all that. So it's going to take time, but he's only 10 years into being a professional outfit at this level. When you consider it's been 10 years, and obviously England's women's team's that as well. There's a lot of positives to take away from it, but there's still a long way to go in terms of having a competitive league where it's not the big teams aren't just brushing aside and winning the games against the lesser teams like they should do, with all due respect. We have to play that by ear, season by season, basically, on that side of things. I mean, look at last season. Look at Tottenham last season. I think they finished 5th in the league. They're now 10th, fighting for survival. It's all about how the clubs run. What the owners are doing, respectively, at these clubs, to back their women's teams. And clearly, with all due respect, the likes of the Reading owners, obviously we know what Tottenham's owners are like in general, they're not doing right by they're not doing right by their clubs. And I mean, in the nicest way possible. After what our international women's team did back in the summer, this was the opportunity to grab the ball by the horns and run with it. Every club in the WSL does just run with it and back their club respectively and put that bit of extra funding in respectively, be it in transfers or whatever, to help run that club a bit further. And it's at this moment in time, certain Leicester City haven't done that. Reading haven't done that. Tottenham definitely haven't done that because they've gone backwards. Liverpool, they just come up, so after a 5-year hiatus from the league, so you expect them to sort of be in amongst it, but still, again, with what happened in the summer, not giving the backing they should. And yeah, I don't know what else to say on that side of things, apart from keep repeating myself. Stefan's asking, you can do me a favour and pop on my page and give me a few likes. Would appreciate it. Yes, my friend. When I get off this, I'll get the phone sorted and I'll be popping over there straight away. And I'll sort that out for you, my friend. But I am going to wrap fingers up now. Big massive thanks to everyone in the chat that's popped, all the new faces and the familiar faces as well. Hope you have enjoyed this, and thanks for keeping me company amongst all this and having a bit of a chat, not just about the game in Arsenal, the game itself, or football in general, or life in general at some points. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for the podcast in reaction, and we'll be reacting to what happens today in the men's game against Fulham, and looking forward to what comes up on Thursday and then on Sunday respectively. And then on Tuesday, we're doing another podcast with James Road, a match preview for the home leg against Morton Lisbon. And then I'm going to try and contact Gary actually and see if he's around Thursday to take over the hosting duties of the channel for the Watchalong, as I'll be at the game myself. And then, depending on what happens to the BBC, might be doing a match today next week. We'll play it by ear, see what happens there. On that side of things, how that plays out this week. So bear with me on that one. And then I think the men's team on Sunday. So I'll be covering the men's game here on the channel against Palace. On that side of things, the women. Is this it? Have we got Champions League? Because that's got to be due, isn't it, for the women's team? Right, Reading. We've played. Got Bayern Munich on Tuesday. Oh, it's only kickoffs as well. Oh, okay. I mean, I might need to talk to James and move that to Wednesday actually. So Tuesday, Bayern Munich, we're playing at 7:45. So unless you can do it early, so the podcast with James will be on earlier than planned on Tuesday, or on Wednesday itself, one of the two. We will then be doing the match day watch along for. Hang on, 21st? No. I'm so confused. Why is there a massive break between now and when we're playing Bayern Munich on the 21st? Which ain't even this Tuesday, it's next week. But Sorry, James. So the podcast with James Rowe will be going ahead on Tuesday as planned. It's originally planned anyway. But the dates confused there. Sorry, apologise for that. But why is there a massive break? We've just had the women's international break, literally 2 weeks ago. Just for the FA, yeah, literally. Last week was the League Cup final for women. FA Cup fourth round was the week before, and then before that was the international break. There cannot be another international break, surely. After literally 3 match days and there's another international break, you're taking a pedal. Okay, okay. So, yeah, next in terms of weekend, match of the day will be, as I say, go play that by ear on that side of things. See how things play out this week on that side of things. And then Sunday, the Arsenal men are playing Palace. We'll be covering it here on the channel with myself, Gary, and whoever else is available that we can find. And try to find a stream and have a laugh at that, and hopefully get the Chiller lads onto another record, not even record breaking, but just another win to get us put us 8 points clear of City in this title race, and go from there. Until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Again, massive thank you. And if you haven't already, do subscribe, do smash that like button. If you want to become a member, press the join. If you want to just come over to the desktop version of YouTube onto the channel, press join. It'll give you the 2 membership levels, 99p or the £2.99 one. Everything will be explained as you go through it all. And I'm now going to have some time to actually finally get my head out the backside and provide some emojis for you guys as members. So there's more incentive for you to become members and interact in a fun way on the channel with the channel emojis and all that going forward. Until then, enjoy the rest of your, as I say, enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, or whatever, wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you on the other side. And as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.